Hey there, welcome back. I'm Dr. Christine of Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. We're talking about mind-body symptoms and or pain or symptoms that are the result of a neural circuit loop, or what Dr. John Sarno called TMS, tension myositis syndrome. Here's today's topic. A lot of people will ask or tell me about tight muscles, like, oh, I don't have pain, but my back is so tight, or my hamstrings are so tight, or my shoulders are so tight. And then, of course, what do you want to do for tight muscles? You get into a stretching routine. I've heard people say, oh, if I don't stretch for 20 or 30 minutes every single morning, I can't function as the day goes on. All right, so I am here to tell you today, a sensation of tight muscles is nothing more than another manifestation of a mind-body symptom. Are the muscles truly tight? Who knows? Maybe they are, maybe they are not. But the sensation, your brain thinking that the muscle is tight, is a mind-body symptom. Now, as a retired chiropractor, I have laid my hands on thousands of backs, and I will tell you that to actually press on a tight muscle, there is no relationship with if the patient knew that muscle was tight or not. So I could press on muscles that felt like they were in a great deal of spasm, and the patient had no discomfort whatsoever, had no idea the muscle was tight. And I've pressed on muscles that feel pretty soft, a normal amount of tone, and the patient's like, oh yeah, that's where it feels tight. There is no correlation with what your brain senses as tightness and actual tightness in the muscle. This is representative of a very important lesson in these mind-body techniques. As smart as we think we are, or as smart as we might actually be as human beings, our brains are sometimes really bad at making conclusions, particularly in understanding signals that come from the body. And this is why a heart attack could be felt as pain down the left arm or hand. This is why, my ophthalmologist told me this. Some people have a lot of pain and discomfort in their eyes, and their eyes are only a tiny bit dry. Other people with severe dry eye have no symptom whatsoever. So the same is true for this feeling or sensation of having tight muscles. It is a sensation that's being created in the brain. Now, it's possible that as the brain is creating these signals, feeling, that muscle's tight, that it's also sending signals down to the body to make the muscle tight. That's certainly a possibility. But the core thing to walk away from with today's videos is that a sensation of tight muscles is nothing more than another TMS symptom. And I very much encourage you not to have an elaborate stretching routine to loosen up your tight muscles. Now, is stretching good for you? I mean, I guess it is. Sure, I like to stretch. It feels good. It could be part of a regular exercise fitness routine. But when you're doing it every day because you think you have to, you're hardwiring in a neural circuit that continues to give you that sensation of tight muscles. Here's another good way to think about that. Any people out there that are chronic lip balm users, have you ever noticed the more you put the lip balm on your lips, the more you need to use it, because you put it on, not too much later, your lips feel dry. You put it on, not too much later, your lips feel dry. I avoid using lip balm because I find that before I know it, I can't even go an hour and I need to reapply it. Meanwhile, when I don't use it, my lips don't feel dry at all. So every time you stretch, you're telling your brain, I have a tight body. And then you stretch the next day and you're telling your brain, I have a tight body. Your brain will do your bidding and give you a sensation of a tight body every single day, because it's continuing its half of the loop. The body has its half of the feedback loop. The brain has its half of the feedback loop. So I want you to stop stretching as a means of taking care of your chronically tight muscles. Yes, I want you to get a healthy amount of exercise. Yes, stretching might be part of a happy and healthy exercise and fitness routine. That's perfectly fine. But you're not stretching to get an end result. Okay? So a feeling of a tight muscle, it's just another mind-body symptom. Try replacing the word tight muscle with some other silly nonsense word. We've talked about this in other videos. Okay, so that is your assignment, my friends, if there is such a thing. I very strongly encourage you to stop any ritualistic stretching, because you want to break the role that you're playing in that neural circuit. All right, very nice to see you here. If you haven't already done it, please hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the upcoming videos, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye-bye.